said you had 4 cents on Ezekiel Elliott. What are those 4 cents?
Well, what area are we talking in? You know, first let me tell you what I hate right now and what it's become. You know, and I've been in that position before, and I'm in this job. And when I was in that position, I watched people on this job do it to me, and now they're doing it to him. Any little thing around Ezekiel Elliott, he becomes a ratings baby. You know, so the tease, next up, find out what else is going on with Ezekiel Elliott. So even if Ezekiel Elliott spits on the sidewalk while he's driving down the street, next up, find out what's going on with Ezekiel Elliott. Which is
why I'm wondering why he's showing up, on Lake Louisville.
I understand
you know how
that.
things look.
I understand.
You know
I understand the optics of it all.
Compared to what they might actually be.
Absolutely. I understand the optics of it all. And I'm going to tell you this from experience. At that age, it's hard, man. It's just flat out hard to see things that clearly when you're saying, okay, I'm not going to do anything wrong. And in his mind, I haven't done anything wrong. And so now the same fight that we see on the football field, that we love him for on the football field, that reptilian brain that brings out the guy that runs right into Cam Chancellor on the football field, you're going to get some of him off the football field. He says, I ain't done anything wrong. I don't care what anybody says. I'm not going to stop living my life, and I'm going to make sure I don't do anything wrong here. So he doesn't see just hanging out looks bad like we all look at it.
Well, the optics, and I'll just repeat what I said the other day, the optics is just, that's the lesser of the problem. The bigger problem is that when his agent, the whatever lawyers he's got on staff, the union, his teammates, and whatever, all want him back, and they're trying their hardest to get him back. He's putting himself in a situation. It may have been a beautiful day in the lake, and no one else was around, but you never know who might be out there with bad intentions, and suddenly he's in a situation he can't control.
Well, and that's the big concern.
That's the
big concern. And Rich, that's not isolated to the lake. That I don't care if he's walking in the grocery store. The same situation is viable. I don't care if he's trying to get to the Star to practice. That same situation is viable because we have people out here that want to try to get ahead, and the only way they see getting ahead is by trying to sue somebody. So they'll start something because they know you have your back against the wall. These are the realities, man, and those are the things that I worry about more than anything. I worry more about someone provoking a situation, honestly, than I worry about Zeke causing a situation.
Okay, I've got about 4 minutes left in the entire show. We had Emmett in that chair the day he got suspended. And, he and Emmett are still working on a relationship, essentially. He basically said that Zeke has got to, they have to have a trust before they, and I even brought up, I'm like, well, Irvin Dez kind of hit it off right from the get-go.
Yeah, I love Zeke too. Now Zeke's my boy too.
So that's what I'm asking.
My boy.
So that's what I'm asking, because he said that he would reach out to him if Zeke reached out to him, he would definitely talk to him. Have you reached out to Ezekiel?
Oh, I talked to Zeke. Yeah, I talked to Zeke.
What did you tell him?
First of all, I'm trying to keep his spirits up, man. When I see him, I saw him at practice the other day. I just say, hey, man, we need you now. We need you. And I go at him from that standpoint. I don't come in and talk, man, you got to do this, man. You can't do this, man. You can't do that. I try to talk to him about we need him. Period. Mm-hmm. We need you. We got a lot of people around here that needs you and depending on you. And when I always see him, he has this big old back. I mean, his back's like two of me. And I always grab it. I said, boy, this back is carrying all of the Cowboys and the Dallas hopes right on it now. Can you carry it now? Hug on him. But I try to use it and do it in a positive way. You know what I mean? And talk to him what he has ahead of him and instead of the things that he's dealing with right now. Like, hey, we need you, man. We love you. We need you to make the right decisions to be here for all of us because we do need him. I don't want to hit him with, man, you can't do this, man, you can't do that. He's 22 years old. He's 22 years old, and there's some things this kid is going to get out. He's going to be around his friends. They're going to go out and have fun. And we can't stop that. No one can stop that. I just hope that he has the right people around him that when situations come about and people are trying to provoke him, that they step in and make sure that's not the case.
2 minutes left here. So let's say he does miss the 6 games. Does that Does that prevent
I don't see
the
how
Cowboys
he's not
from-
going to miss 6 games.
Okay,
guys.
so then how?
Let's be real here. There's no way the NFL is going to lay out the first 6-game suspension on their whole new policy that they bragged about coming in with and upholding. And now all of a sudden is Ezekiel Elliott, and they reduce it the first time. I think they don't want to deal with the backlash of the national media by doing that, because it's Ezekiel Elliott and the Dallas Cowboys and Jerry Jones. That's just a reality.
So how does it affect their season?
Well, when I was over there talking to Coach Dooley, receivers coach, and Dez and all the guys the other day, I said to them, I'm expecting you guys to pick it up on the outside for those first 6 games. They said, we already talked about that in the meeting rooms, Michael, that we have to pick it up. We got a little Switzer coming in, the little kid they got drafted, and we're going to put him in with Beasley, and we're going to do some things in the passing game that could help open up things and open up running lanes for the Darren McFaddens and the Morris and all those guys, to help create something for them that they probably don't need to create, that they don't really need to create for Zeke.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on radio stations across the country and audience.
Isn't it amazing you can download an app with your thumbprint? You should download our app with your thumbprint.